season draws to a close, and their 10th win in a row at Everton took them to second place in the table. The commentary is from Rob Palmer.
Left alone by his fellow defenders. Hughes charges him off the ball. Hutchison squares it back. Collins! Close. Xavier gives the ball away cheaply to Overmars. Now he has to recover. He's up against Bergkamp. That was his trademark curl. That's a great ball from Carnu. And stopped by Gerrard as Everton protects that there should have been an offside in there. Quick thinking and quick feet from Ray Parlour. Carnu. Overmars. You can see his intention. Oh, Everton showed him a little bit too much of the goals then. Overmars. And he starts sprinting. There's hardly any catching him. It's 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Wonderfully taken by Mark Overmars. Once the Everton players were chasing him, there was no way they were ever going to catch him, whether he has the ball or not, and he took it so coolly. Bergkamp. Oh, it's deflected onto the post. Well, that was a huge slice of luck for Everton. It did look as though the deflection had sent the goalkeeper the wrong way, and it was going to be 2-0. Petit. Overmars is through again. He can score a second. Oh, just a little bit too much lift on it. Everton's last chance of the first half. Ollies went tumbling. The Gladys Street end appeals. Hutchison remaining in the thick of the action again, having a miserable afternoon. Keep an eye on it, just on the edge of the 6-yard box. And there was an arm raised by Martin Keown. And his assistant obviously focusing on the ball, and Keown lucky to escape punishment. But the intention was to put it onto the favoured left foot of Paul Gerrard. So happy to slow the pace of the game down, to get their breath back after that little flurry of activity. But here's Overmars who can finish it off. That was a fine save by Gerrard. Danger's not over. Carnu stretches. Can't steady himself. And Petit, way off target. Rimondi to Parlour. Unsworth. Straight back to Dennis Bergkamp. Maxwell thought there'd been a handball there. Petit, worth the shot. Took a deflection which made the save even better. Well, Petit applauds the goalkeeping of Paul Gerrard. Did take a deflection, and that was a stunning save from Gerrard. Petit. Excellent cross. Oh, that was a good save that looked better than it was from Paul Gerrard. Sadia. Now Barnby. Fine flick. This is a chance for Jevons. Stopped by England's #1. It takes something spectacular to beat David Seaman, who builds a 4-man wall. Collins, clever. Oh, it's what they call in the United States a grass cutter.
Another crucial victory for you.
Yes, we had a difficult game today. We knew by coming here to Everton that we are a difficult side to beat here. And I think we did quite well, spirit-wise, well organised, committed, and had a good first half where we created chances. Second half it was more difficult, but we kept our organisation and our experience helped us to get through it.
Maybe lacking the edge, maybe that's what it was. You know, certainly we haven't shown that recently, so that was what was disappointing there. You know, we showed good commitment to games over a period of the season, especially the last 2 or 3 months or so, where a lot of results maybe haven't gone for us, but performances have been good. And at times if that happens, you don't really mind that. But today the result went against us, and the performance was bad as well. So really disappointing from our own point of view.
He's talked about Chelsea. Have Arsenal underachieved, bearing in mind the run they're on at the moment?
Well, again, they've had a lot of fixtures this year. I mean, they've sort of bounced out of the Champions League into the UEFA Cup, and of course now got a final against Galatasaray. But they are coming good. I mean, 10th straight victory. And Everton, it's been a fortress this year.
Yeah.
The fact that there's only Newcastle and Arsenal have gone there and won games. So it was never going to be easy, but I think the scoreline actually, you know, it could have been more.
The Petit-Overmars axis throughout the game, Petit was outstanding, wasn't he? Although Overmars got the goal.
Yeah, I mean, there's talk that Mark may leave in the summer and possibly go to Barcelona,
Yeah.
of course, joining Van Gaal. Petit is a big impact on this side when he's playing well. When he's concentrating on his football, that's a very clever finish. I've got to say, Everton haven't defended particularly well, but you know, it's there to be scored, and that's exactly what Mark did. But you know, when you look at their fixtures, West Ham at home, Chelsea at home, which I think is a key to where they're going to finish. Sheffield Wednesday at home, which you would expect them to win, and Newcastle away, last game of the season. And I think that will be a difficult one for them.
Come on, sort this out for us.
Yeah, well, I mean, at my calculations, rightly or wrongly, I see Arsenal actually finishing on 75 points. I actually see Liverpool finishing on 75 as well. So I think goal difference is going to have to sort them two out. And Leeds perhaps probably on 73 points. I don't think Chelsea are really going to catch them. Derby you'd expect them to beat, but Arsenal, I think that's going to be difficult at Highbury for them to get anything there.
People have said Manchester United, they have run away with it in a sense, but and people have said, oh, it's not a competitive division. You look at the 4 teams there, looking ahead already to next season, it looks competitive, doesn't it? A stronger Liverpool and what have you.
Well, Rob, everybody, and rightly so, is going to say, it's a little bit like up in Scotland, who's going to catch the leaders? Who's going to catch Manchester United? And I guess the biggest key is consistency, and that's what those sides that are chasing Manchester United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Leeds, Chelsea, have got to show greater consistency.
Arsenal took the spoils in an often spiteful London derby, although it was West Ham who took the lead against the run of play. Trevor Sinclair's persistence helped work the opening. His shot was parried by David Seaman. Paolo Di Canio snaffled the rebound. West Ham gave a first start to 4th choice goalkeeper Stephen Bywater, who's only 18. Dennis Bergkamp tested him with a dipping shot before the break. Bywater's nerves were shot to pieces, according to manager Harry Redknapp, after he'd conceded 4 when coming on as a substitute against Bradford earlier in the season. But the youngster showed growing confidence as he dealt with another Bergkamp effort. Arsenal drew level through Mark Overmars. Kanu fed the Dutchman, whose searing pace took him clear of Marc-Vivien Foé. Overmars appeared to dally too long on the ball, but still managed to finish in style. Arsenal's winner only added to the ill feeling between the two sides. West Ham claimed Emmanuel Petit had handled on the way to firing a wickedly deflected shot past Bywater. Trevor Sinclair was booked for protesting about Petit's goal. When he appeared to trip Ray Parlour, he was given his marching orders. With 13 players missing through injury, West Ham can hardly afford to lose Sinclair as well. After the final whistle, West Ham's anger spilled over. John Moncur confronted Paul Durkin, and Marc-Vivien Foé allegedly pushed the referee. Both players have been charged by the FA with misconduct. For Arsenal, the Champions League surely beckons again.
Out of the Champions League places, Leeds are back in. They're at home to Everton on Monday. Liverpool play Southampton at Anfield tomorrow. And given the latest twists and turns, looks like it's Liverpool or Leeds for the 3rd Champions League place, because Arsenal keep...
They thought the game was over, and they started coming, and I scored one, scored twice again, and the 3rd goal is like nobody believes it. It's like it's going to be 2-2 and the game is over, and then I scored again. So I know I've won the game already. I know it's a great thing. I've done a great thing, and the supporters are going to be happy.
You've made a habit in your time at Arsenal of scoring some outrageous goals. Do you practice those kind of finishes, or is it just natural to you?
No, I don't practice them. It's like you always pray that you have those chances, you can do things at that moment, but when it doesn't come, then it's difficult. You don't score like that, but when it comes, you make use of it.
Do you feel that you've silenced the critics who said that you would never play football again?
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, before, it's like you cannot play, you cannot do this, and the same thing goes to the people in the hospital now. Maybe they believe, oh, they're not going to do what they like to do again, or they cannot overcome it and everything. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to give them and tell them it's not like that. They can still do what they want to do.
Canu! Oh!
Tell us about this charity you're working for, Kanu.
It's like we are trying to build hospitals first in Nigeria and 5 other countries in Africa, and clinics also in Europe. So it's like all put together. We are going to have a lot of people. So we are trying to raise funds, and yeah, right now I'm doing it myself, but I believe very soon I will have a lot of support from a lot of companies or clubs or whatever, so that everything can go through.
Let's talk about the Chelsea game. It's an important game for Arsenal, isn't it?
Very, very important. This is the end of the season, and we need the points now. We are second, and yeah, the pressure is on us. We don't want to drop any point again, and yeah, for us it doesn't matter how we play. We want to win. We want the points, and that's important to the team.
What about playing against Babi Yaro, your Nigerian colleague? What's that like for you?
Yeah, he's my good friend, and it's like a competition, who is going to win and everything. And yeah, the last time I won, and this time around I know he's coming back to see Chelsea win the game. But all the same, like I said before, Arsenal needs the points, so we are going to do whatever we have to do to see that we win.
Soothell reporting, great player. Garth, you'd like to make a point here?
Well, as a humble BBC reporter, my wife continually tells me it's important to get the players' names right.
Yes.
Now, after me rates Unwankwo. Now say it.
Unwankwo.
Not bad. What would you call him?
Yeah.
Quite simple. Carney.
Yeah, very